Hey there, VC, back right away. Um, Here with another big stack of vinyl. I'll get to the story about these in a second. First, I'm going to show two CDs that I just picked up today. Price tags are still on them, $2 each at the thrift store here. This is Clint Black's first album, Killin' Time. I have this on cassette, LP, and CD now, and just a great album if you haven't heard that one. And really, really nice find. Metallica with yeah, their 2008 album, and I'm just wondering if this is any good. Guys, Billy, and who else? All the metal guys, Farley. If this is a good one, let me know. Yeah, I haven't listened to this one yet, but I thought the packaging was pretty different. So yeah, let me know if that's any good. So the story behind these. So of course, I went to some local classifieds looking for a garage sale. Sorry about my hair. It's a little messy, but so I went on the classified, saw an ad with records. I was a little bit late to it. I thought, oh, there's not going to be any records left. So I pull up and, well, I don't pull up because I don't drive, but so we pull up and so we say to this lady, you see the classic garage sale record stuff you don't want to find, and then she said you can come back in an hour, and my husband has 1,000 records at $1 a piece that you can look through. A lot of country and bluegrass, and that's some stuff that I'm into, of course, country and that. So I said for sure we'll come back and we'll look through. So we looked through, me and my mom. We looked through 1,000 records, and I wound up with 73, and these are them right here. So if you can stick with me, the whole 73 records, please do. They're great quality albums. Some of them have a little coverware, but the records are really nice. And this is like a record collector's dream. You go into someone's basement and look at 1,000 records. So they were all $1. Well, they were less than $1 because I made a deal. So let's start this off with a little Wilf Carter doing some Australian songs. Shout out to Craig Vinyl there in Australia. I picked this one up. I love Wilf Carter, and yeah, so we'll get into. There's a lot of '60s music in here. That's what I mostly was excited about. '60s and as well as some country music and good stuff. So this is Buck Owens' 1961 Capitol debut. He, of course, had another one before this. And the cover's got some wear, but the vinyl's really nice. So that's that one. And a little bit more country. Most of this is 60s, other than this bit of country that I'm showing here. Here we have Kenny Price from 1972. He's a bit unknown in the country world, unless you're a Buck Owens fan. He was on the Hee Haw show. So, and he's a great artist. If you haven't looked up Kenny Price, you really should sample some of his music on YouTube. So, an album I could never find for under $10, and here we go for $1. Thin Lizzy with Jailbreak, original Canadian pressing. Shout out to Billy Hurst. I know you love Thin Lizzy, so I finally found that one. This is Conway Twitty's gospel album from '72, Cut Corner. That's fine by me. Yeah, but like I said, it was a great experience going through these and picking up, Amano Holly's Bus Stop from the Capitol 6000 series. And cover's got some wear, but the vinyl plays amazing. Alright, 1970 Rhinoceros on Elektra. Great blues album. Spencer Davis Group. This one's from '73 on Vertigo. I've never seen this one before. I don't have any of their albums, so this is my first one by them. Now this was a great find. This is 1967. Great psych album. And a pretty rare album, so that's a pretty long title, hey? I'm not gonna... We'll just take a look at that. Leave that there for you. That's some psychedelic, trippy music for you. This This is a Canadian pressing, and it's just in gorgeous condition. Didn't expect it to be that nice. Don't usually find those kinds of albums in good enough condition, so I'll get that back in the sleeve here, but it doesn't want to go back in the sleeve, so we'll do that later. So continuing on with the Burt Bacharach Casino Royale soundtrack in the shrink wrap. Great condition. Jimmy Rogers on the roulette label. Next up, we have, sorry guys, yeah, my other video was still uploading when I started making this video, so I thought that was pretty funny. Oh yes, the Imperials. Of course, the Imperials did a lot of work for Elvis and Johnny Cash in the early 70s, and the Imperials, great gospel group. If you've, I'm sure you've heard them if you've heard some of Elvis's material. This is a really nice find. The Toys on REO, kind of a girl group, soul from the 60s. The Byrds with Fifth Dimension. I like finding their original pressings of albums for $1. Here's an 80s. This was sealed, and I opened it up. Dick Smith. So that was a pretty good listen, surprisingly. I wasn't sure about that one. Another one from Stompin' Tom Connors on the Cindy label. Here's Donovan, Mellow Yellow. Epic. Another album that I really enjoyed. This was another one of the amazing finds. Sorry about the glare. This is a mono 1963 pressing of Freddie Hubbard on the Impulse label in just incredible condition. And this sounds so good. Some great jazz music and a legend for sure. So a great piece to add into my collection. Another one that's not very rare, but has been stumping me to find for a long time. This is Henry Mancini doing the Pink Panther score soundtrack, so on RCA Victor. And a 1974 album from Buddy Knox. I'm sure you know him for his hit Party Doll. And then we have a live album from Isaac Hayes. It's got some interesting packaging here, some fold-outs and such. And then I won't pass up a copy of Paul and Paula for less than $1, so it's on the Phillips label. And here's one that a group that I know for their 60s hits, but this is from 1970, The Vogues on Reprise. Haven't listened to that one yet, but I'm sure it's good if it's anything close to what their 60s material is like. And here we have Lonnie Mack on Elektra, kind of a just rock, blues rock. I'm sure you guys know most of these. Never find any of this group's album, Archie Bell and the Drells. This is on the Red Atlantic label out of Canada. So that's a great soulful funk album. This one's got some wear on the cover, but this one's kind of a hard one to find, from 72, Ian and Sylvia in Columbia. Alright. This one has some wear, but finding a New York Dolls album for $1, too much. New York Dolls, can't even talk. It's a good album. And then an album from Teenage Head. And another one from Isaac Hayes. And then we have Timmy Thomas, that's his name, on RCA, soul funk kind of stuff. Johnny Nash, the JAD label. Roy Drewski on Mercury, a little bit of country. Here's another cool country album. This is Merle Haggard's Strangers, on their own, doing some cool songs. Me and Bobby McGee, and a lot of different songs on the Green label, Green Capital label. Now this was another cool find. It's nothing, not too rare or anything, but this is a shindig based on the ABC TV show from the 60s, and it's really cool. It's got some live performances by the Impressions on there, and Tommy Rowe and a lot of those kind of 60s groups, so that's a really nice listen. I really enjoy that one. George Jones doing I'll Share My World With You. These were a little bit, like, the covers got some, they were stored in a basement, so they've got some dust to them, but now we get into a few from Rick and Ricky Nelson. Same guy, but different name. And that one was from 65. This one was from 62 on the Imperial label. This one is from 72, 10 years after that. Garden Party on Decca. And then we have Jimmy Rogers Folk Songs from 1958. Iron Butterfly. This is an album by them that I usually don't find. And this is a Canadian pressing, and I know that in the US and other countries it had a gatefold, but this one's a single sleeve, so, or a non-gatefold, whatever you want to call it. Dion, Ruby Baby on Columbia from 62. Now we get into some Ventures, so hope you guys like the Ventures, because I got a lot of albums by them. They do some Batman themes on this and that kind of thing. That's on Dolton. And then we have some on Liberty. This one's from 69, and I have a few from 67 here to show, and I really love the Ventures, so finding these albums for $1 originals is always a good time. I love the covers on these. That's what I love about them. And just the instrumental greatness of them. This one's from 65 on Dolton. And then this one's kind of a rock, just kind of whatever, on RCA from 69. This guy here, Keith. His name is just Keith. And then we have from 1965, Bobby Rydell on Capitol. Just a few more here, guys. I can't believe I got through those so quick. I just wanted to get this video to you guys as soon as I could, and we just got a few more here. We got Venus here. Cool album to find. I could never find that one. That's from 1970, I think. So, and the rest of the album is really good if you haven't heard the rest of the album, other than Venus. Here's a Canadian. This is on Banff Records. This is a country artist out of Banff, which is a town in the mountains. It's a tourist kind of town, and there's some man-made, like, hot springs and stuff like that, and touristy things to do there. So this one I couldn't find much on either. This is another Canadian country, Earl Haywood. And last up here, we have a jazz album by Ramsey Lewis on Cadet. So those were what I picked out from digging through some random garage sale person's 1,000 records. So I was really happy with a lot of those because they were nice albums in good condition, and It's always so fun when something like that happens, and you feel pretty lucky. So yeah, and hope you guys enjoyed this video and the last one that I did before this with my other finds. And thanks so much for sticking with me and commenting and subscribing. So I really appreciate everyone here on YouTube. So thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.